o número da placa? Qual que...
É a matrícula. 72 RP02.
Obrigado, senhora. Sim? Só foi aqui.
Apesar de idade também há muitos dias também não é. Há muitos dias que falam não.
Sim, ajuda e usa mais noção assim, a coisa disso. Quer dizer, é bom estar a ter uma coisa assim, eles vejam de longe. Também vai fazer assim, é bom. Eu também tenho um que eu faço fotografias e vídeos a blog. Só que agora no chuva, agora não funciona.
Eu vou mandar
Também faz uma grande diferença como tu faz as coisas. Por exemplo, eu fiz diferente, quer dizer, um pouco mais direito, o coisa já diz, esse daqui já sabe como é a mão, pensa, mais ditadona, ou o homem está no e é importante que tu metes isso no livro, para os ingleses também sejam entendidos. Se tu fazes aos americanos, é como os brasileiros que dizem que é para o melhor português. Os americanos também fazem isso. E português sempre ao fim, porque o Bruno sempre diz o nome, o primeiro nome é Edwin. Quer dizer, sempre ter ali.
Vai.
Aqui é Lisboa, né? O ponto é diferente, eu nunca ouvi isso. Meus pais são também querem que eu faço matéria para a Espanha, que eu faço a parte da baixa. Para lá os vagões.
Provavelmente você faz bem. Experimenta aqui não. É só nas volutas.
Isso é só.
Isso aqui é só assim.
E aí, Kelly, a questão é que assim, tem a paragem do monte que envolve um certo tempo, mas se tiver chovendo muito, não vai descer. Aí essa é a Mas a gente não desce daí. Então, então é, a gente lá em cima a gente vê. Se precisar fazer esse arte, daí eu faço um pouco à frente. E a gente vai dali, vem ali 3, 4 minutos. Mas aguenta subir. A gente vai fazer o seguinte, caso não tenha descer lá, descemos, passamos o panteão, subimos de novo e aí vamos fazer o set art. Porque é a música mais longa. E aquela rua lá do panteão para subir e sabe qual que é? A gente fala
Ela desse modo de fazer o painel do controle de leite, isso é um jardim, e depois quando sobe, em vez de voltar para a igreja de São Vicente, não é? Entras logo nisso, exatamente, voltar fechado.
ali, vamos subir ali. Vai tranquilinha, manda mensagem se tiver alguma dúvida. Tem mensagem privada pra mim, pra eu ouvir. É só assim, fica atento a sempre no previsão dele para trás. Mas aí é assim, você tem street, aí passa pela frente do mercado e volta pra você Paulo. Não. Se tu parar na frente do Sim, pegar a rua da garagem, tem bastante parar. É estacionário. Tem polícia direto agora, vai dar obra. À direita, na praça, parece 25 de julho.
Pois aí também podes ver se há lugares à porta dos vinhos. Se não houver também.
Pode deixar eles e
Pode deixar eles e pela garagem, exatamente. Uma casa chuva. Pode parar na frente, deixar eles e levar os estava falando mais, não sei o que isso é caro.
Beatriz. Beatriz.
You want the windows open or closed? Is it going to rain or not? Good question. I have no answer for
Are you God or what? Huh? Are you God? Can you say no? I'm only joking.
I always asking, but he never answered me. I don't know. We have no contract with my money, so.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Hang on. Oh. Hang on. I'm going to laugh now and I won't be able to get up. Is that a bit better? I'm me.
Well, you have to put your legs out under the other seat.
So everything okay?
I think so.
How was your travel right now?
Who are you?
Oh yeah. I'm João. But for you it's easier to say the English name. I'm John. John.
Alright, good.
I'm David. David?
David, Elizabeth.
Oh, cool.
Bob.
Bob. Cool.
Nancy.
Nancy,
Yep.
Diver, Elizabeth, Nancy, and Bob. Right?
Yeah, easy. And you're John.
John.
Very good.
And where is John from?
I'm really Portuguese, but I born in Germany, born and raised in Germany. My parents came in the time of the dictator to Germany. And 5 years ago I went to drive with a motorbike around the world, and then came COVID and split my whole plans. So now I'm working 2 years on tuk-tuk, and I will buy a motorbike and then I start.
You're going to go off again.
Yeah, I go off.
Okay.
So very cool. And so where are you from?
United States.
Cool. Where? Which place?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Tennessee is on the coast side, in the middle between Florida and Texas.
Chicago.
Chicago.
Florida.
Chicago and Florida. In between. Oh, sorry. Yes, yes.
And we're from the Mississippi River
Yeah.
east toward this coast.
Ah, okay, okay.
A long, narrow state.
Yes. Cool. Yeah.
Thinking was Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels. Oh, yeah. Whiskey. Yeah, we have that. We have that here too. Yeah. It's from there. Ah, okay. And you both?
Australia.
Australia.
Yes.
Down under, right?
Yes.
Okay. Which city? You came from a city?
Well, Mackay it's called. It's only a very small city.
Of course, yeah.
Up in
Because
the-
I
up
only
in-
know Canberra, Melbourne, and that's all.
Yeah, we're up
Up,
in the,
up in the on the point.
Yeah, well, below the point.
Below
But we're near the Great Barrier Reef.
Ah, on the east
East
side.
side, yes.
East side.
Yeah,
So
you
this
have
is
Cairns.
yeah.
We're a bit below at Cairns. We're about an 8-hour drive, a bit below, but
Cool. So very nice. So this is one problem we have. We don't know if it's raining or not. If it's raining, it would be cold. If it is not raining, it would be hot.
yeah.
So you want to open?
Yeah, I think so, a bit of air.
At least one side, yeah?
Yes, that'd be a good idea.
Yes.
With our gear on. Go from one extreme to the other. They're very nice tuk-tuks. Oh, that's nice. A bit of fresh air.
This is like make a bet with God. It means if it's not raining, you on this side will win. If it's raining, you will lose.
I've got a wet jacket in there. I can put up with it.
Normally in that time is already hot, but this weather is this week's.
Very crazy, is it? Yeah.
Even there's some a lot of trees was falling down because of it storming.
Yeah.
So then you make a nice trip with a cup of wine. What it is wine? I lived 50 years in Germany. I promised to drink beer, but when I began to drink wine here, I changed my mind.
It's so nice, isn't it? I'm a wine drinker. I'm a good wine drinker.
Have your tickets?
Oh yes, we gave them to him. We're gonna make that bit off for
You,
us.
sir, already?
Yes, yes. We're missing some tickets, obviously.
Yeah, where we were. Yeah, wine. Yeah. I still I like beer, but in Germany I have no bottles anymore because I had 200 meters in front of a producer of beer, and when it's fresh produced, it tastes much better. You don't want to have a bottles at home because that is. And then here I like to drink the wine. Most common, most best is on eating a good red wine, eating. Then you get this smooth feeling. It's slower and slower because I don't drink that much, and then I sitting and begin. There's something wrong. It's difficult to find something. No, but the wine is the most interesting. Is everything here in Portugal is more or less. We have good wine, but nobody awards it. So and then you get for normal price good wines. And so even we have this pistachio nothing we will also taste. It is also very amazing. You know, I like it here. I have this problem when you eat too much of that stuff. Then
we're getting a bit locked up. We need to go home.
Nice. You are just first time here, so you can take 3 or 4 hours. It makes no problem. So, do you want a picture of you? And I see my colleagues to make a picture.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We have a great camera.
Yeah, he's got a fancy one.
So then,
Fancy.
this one? Okay. Oh yeah, very sympathetic. There we are. The first of 250. So, to Portugal.
Yep.
There we are. Very nice couple.
Yeah, thank you.
Very good. What we will see, so nobody is starting, I can tell a little bit about the tour. We will go also on the highest point of Lisbon. We can see the whole city. I can also explain where is what and why. We have something in common with the States, more with California, and from that more with San Francisco. Maybe you heard about our trams, our electric. There was really bought, used from San Francisco. So that is the old cable cars. They came here, they refurbished, because they, at that time, they want not to build own ones, they just bought it. And it fits very good to the street because we have these narrow S curves, you know, and then they have just one wheel, just on one wheel, and so it's easier to go around. So that fits very good to the city, and we see a lot of them. And the next one, what is with San Francisco, is the bridge you passed. Yes. And it is not a copy. It's also not the original. This is just from the same architecture. So he came from America and built it here. So he just was in common with that what he make in San Francisco, the Golden Gate, and he make nearby the same. When it was built, it was the longest bridge in Europe. And behind, I don't know if you saw it by the ship, it has even Jesus Christ. You see it? So Jesus Christ is 110 meters high. It is still the highest figure of Europe. And it's the 7th of the world. So
one of the 7 wonders of the world.
yeah, even that, yeah. So, and that means a lot because in Europe everything is not that big. They have tried to make the highest and everything. So 7's high is a high number. I think I have to make because this group will go right now, and we started in 5 minutes. Just a second.
That's already
So we have two they begin from upside and we begin from the downside. That means that we begins with the wine. So.
No, you're fine as long as you can.
You can talk with me. You can
So, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
It's a lovely way to see things, isn't it?
It's really about trying to watch. Which we get done.
Where did you go yesterday?
We took the walking stroll, the east stroll, and the flamingo stroll.
Okay.
The flamingo stroll was wonderful.
It's a brand new ship.
Great pink Norwegian aqua. I've seen something about it's a monster, isn't it? What a ship.
The older we travel, the smaller the ship.
That's it. That's true.
We're getting on.
Yeah, I wasn't saying it because I was jealous. Just making conversation.
But it would be the type of ship to take our grandchildren on. Because that would, we took them on a P&O one in Australia last year. And now they're going to get bigger. They would like something 7 and 4. Like you've got a 4.
The smaller ship, it's friendlier because you keep passing the same people. On this ship, you may never see the same person twice.
No.
And as big as they are, there's never enough room either. You know, like to go and sit somewhere, or just like go and sit, relax somewhere. It's always difficult.
They have so many suites and rooms that they don't build the public area to match the amount of rooms.
There we are. Sorry.
You're right. Look at the size of the house compared to that. Definitely a mama ship on the baby ship. It's definitely more friendly.
Same the same people.
And staff.
Yes. It's not uncommon.
Yeah. The ones that plays me now, the security ones that as regular or not, before they even swipe us, they know what that is. Until we leave tomorrow.
So where we pass now is the oldest thermal fountain. Because we have here hot water springs, and it takes a few minutes because there's people they're walking. Just So takes longer than I thought. So now on the right side, after this coffee, there we are. Please look also up.
Oh, okay.
And I like very the ornaments here down with the little ship. Is very cute, I think so. Very artful. And yeah, maybe you're asking why is there not hot water? Since 20 years the water didn't come anymore. Okay. So sorry. Yeah, but I want to fix it. But maybe it take longer time.
That's what they were saying, the tiles on the outside of the building had something. Is that something that Lisbon has that a lot of other places don't have?
Yes, this begins because Portugal get very soon to the navigation. So and there came a lot of captains and navy people, rich to home. And then when they want to decide some colors on the wall, it was so early that even it was not available to get color on the houses, only white. But what you can do is use lapis lazuli, which is a kind of stone. It is blue, and only you can put it on somewhere when you burn it. So to burn it on tiles and put it then on the wall was much more expensive, of course, but that the tradition begins with that. If you saw a house with blue tiles, they're just blue, the house could be 600 years old or older. The first nation who get navigation was Portugal. So okay, the Vikings was there also on the sea, but they never knew where they are. They just drive from one coastline to other, and the Portuguese was the first who can cross the seas. Because they pointed the measurement instrument from the Romans, pointed to the stars, and then that they could make maps and measure where they are. So another thing what I want to mention, there you will see on the right side a house with peaks, which is behind this building that is so big. It's behind is on the other side of this building. The walls is with peaks. You see the house with peaks on the wall and even on the roof. The gray, there's a yellow one, then come the house with peaks, then a red one. Or a tidal one, a red one, then one with peaks on the right side.
Oh, yeah.
You see? You see it?
Yeah.
Okay. This house is a museum of Saramago, which is a literature Nobel Prize winner. But the most important is the cellar of this house downstairs. There's the foundings of the Phoenicians. So it means that Lisbon is more than is older than. So the Phoenicians was also people who sailed and came from Mediterranean Sea by boat, and of course they like to have a harbor. They like to have hot water springs. So that maybe is the reason to settle here. And for the people who don't know where's the Phoenicians are that old and even mentioned in the Bible. And there was the people who get often war with the ancient Egypt. So then we have the Praça do Comércio. We had on the 18th century we had a big earthquake that destroyed the city. On the same day began fire, and in the last and then the fleeing to the river, and then came a tsunami. and then destroyed the whole city. And on that place was the palace of the king, and get destroyed completely. And the king who survived is this guy on the horse on the middle is Jose I. On that time, because the whole city get destroyed and half of the people was dead, he get instantly in depression. They came to his palace in Sintra, which is about 20 kilometers from here, and he came never of it, and say to Marquis de Pombal, please take care of, please bury the dead and take care of the survivors. And Marquis de Pombal built the city new and tear down the whole palace and make this place for the people. Yeah. So mostly of Lisbon, of the buildings is mostly from the Renaissance because of this earthquake, fire, and then tsunami.
When did that occur?
It is 1755. So afterward gets one catastrophe to the next. So that 30 years later came Napoleon to conquer Portugal, and the king family flee to Brazil. So Portugal and Russia was the countries who survived against the Napoleon Wars. And then when the king arrives again to Portugal, the next king decided to split Brazil and Portugal. It was Pedro IV. For the Brazilians, it's Pedro the first, of course. He was the first king of Brazil. So Brazil begins with a kingdom, not with a democracy, not with a republic. Lisbon have this, you can always look around, but because Lisbon is reconstructed after 1755, Marquis Pombal decided to construct it on base of the golden ratio. The golden ratio is a philosophic measurement who measured the beautiness. So, and it means the mathematical formula. And sometimes if you see around and maybe you found it beautiful, even there's just simple houses. So it's very common here. The next one where we pass is the Mercado de Ribeiro, which is the old fish market. Is from, when I remember right, is from 1877, I think. And the cupola is beginning right now on my right side. Is there we are.
Okay.
Nowadays, still a fish market. A half is fish market still, and the other half is a big restaurant with different dishes. There we are. Yeah. There's a clock on the mount in front.
Big fishing industry.
Oh yeah, we had a lot. Yeah, nowadays we have these fabric ships. We call them fabric ships. They go to the sea and they fish the fish and cut it and frozen instantly.
Snap freeze it out at sea.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Factory ship.
No, one of our favorite dishes is codfish. And it is, some people ask me, oh, codfish came from the North Seas. It's very, but as we Portuguese, we are famous for our history on sea. It makes no difference where the fish is. You can go there where they are. And there's a saying that we have for every day of the year a different dish of cod.
So do you go fishing, or do you just buy your fish?
Oh, I buy it. But I in my village where I came from, or where my family came from,
Yes.
I had fish. Fishing. I have the license to fish with, just go to a sea. There's a sea. There's not a sea. This is a river, like a river, and then I just catch my fishes.
Okay.
The only problem is we have this rule: you have to eat everything what you catch.
Okay.
So if there's a fish who is not that good, you have to eat it either. So it's better to catch the right ones.
Yeah. Or give those ones away.
So normally yes, but we have because we have a time period. The people was very poor, and if you found it not okay to throw away or give something for food for everything else. So here's the elevator. We have a lot of elevator because Lisbon is very hilly, and if you look through this door,
Yes.
then you see an elevator if it is possible.
Okay.
Yeah, you see it right now. You see that is like a tram and goes up.
Yeah.
And we have that kind, even different ones, about 7, because to help the people to get to the uptown, we called it Bairro Alto, and yeah, that is the reason for. And we have even elevators who are older than this one. This is this is 20th century. We have even an elevator from 1902.
Does it cost to go? Is there
and these elevators are part of the public transport. So even you don't pay that much to get maybe €5 or something, and then you can drive everything, even with electricals. So, but I buy some always for the whole month, so I don't know what costs a day.
pay for that when you pay for buses. Catching a bus.
Yeah. We have the first stop, which you get your wine,
Yep.
your first Portuguese wine, I think.
Yes, haven't tried any put. Oh, the you can get it.
Vamos deixar os senhores aqui para nós bagagem.
Sorry.
So,
Legs.
maybe, okay? Estes senhores são enormes, mas coitadinhos. Assim só e o banquinho ao Nuno. Olha, está ali do outro lado. Muito obrigado. There while we put cooks in the next week we get some.
Okay, we are going to have lovely wine tasting of a very big wine in Chicago. And this is for Marco.
Joy.
das. Chega.
Olá, tudo bem?
Tudo bem, tem agora aqui. Francisco. João.
É o João, não é? Fala mal, se queres 22. A mim também agradeço.
Claro. Claro.
Tem cuidado.
Ainda é bom.
E fica a saber quem é ele fala assim, a ver? Não, João, é até a rima. Estamos aí.
Vou provar de casa. Demorou tempo, mas está como estava antes.
Quem viu como é que ficou.
Mas já recuperamos foi. Falta um tufo agora. Já temos os outros. Mas já todos eles já que eles estavam tendo eletricidade. Já tem mais coisa de eletricidade para fazer. Agora deu uma parada, tem uns 3 meses. Não tem sido feito nada.
Primeiro depois do incêndio.
Você nem acreditava, né?
Eu olhava para a garagem, não só olhava para ser um buraco preto. É que olhava-se para dentro, mas não se via nada, só se via preto.
Parecia cenário de cor, né?
Vai, eu pensava que ia dar para.
A pouco precisa, hoje não me dá jeito que eles estão fazendo aí, me tentando sair. Amor, mas é que eles estão entrando e saindo, não me dá muito jeito de parar de fazer. E tem a lavanderia agora. Obrigada.
So I want you to use this one. Yes.
Push her in.
The difference between the one and the other is that messy, that everything is okay.
Oh, you're right.
Long leg, bro.
Yeah.
Messy is for that
Long legs.
honestly, this is
You used to be able to
people
say
can
do this
describe
and
it.
they do it, but they don't really mean that.
Wow. Here we go. If you want, you can sit in the middle. It's up to you. If you want to sit there, you can sit here. If you want to sit in the middle, you can sit in the middle. There's 3 seats there. And your one. Everybody good? You enjoy the one? You enjoy the cheese? That's a sweet one. No, that's like you got yeah. That is sweet one. Those are wine. No, that goes around the way. Only doesn't go around the shoulder.
You read it all.
Right?
Yes.
So, but now we get really to the very beautiful house.
Okay. The older parts or?
Oh, it comes on the end, on the oldest part.
Okay.
So, you saw already one of the oldest part is the hot spring. Oops, sorry. But, you see some monuments on our village journey. But the next we will see the Assemblea. The Assemblea is our parliament. So because Lisbon is the capital of Portugal. And we go to the Assemblea, which is our parliament. And it takes a few minutes because the drive not that far. Waiting for our last audience. What I can tell you centuries, but the roots of the Portuguese are much older. So we identify as the Lusitanians, which is a Celtic tribe from the central of Europe. So, and then when Portugal get shaken, it was the Celtic from the north who conquer from the north to the south against the Islamic tribes, the Moors, and so there's some layers here. You will see on the left side, the right hand side. The Celtic from the north, which is related to Ireland, to Scotland and Wales, comes to the south and rejoined with the Celtic of the center. So that's why the Portuguese are completely the whole of the Celtic heritage, as maybe the Ireland and Scottish too. Only that we have this story about the Romans was here, and that's why our language strongly influenced by the Latin. But the difference to Spanish is our Celtic roots. Our difficult grammar is from the Celtic. There we are, even from the other side.
Walk up and down steps.
I have to do more, yes.
We'll call you Rocky.
Yeah, because that's where the steps are in Philadelphia, aren't they? We went there.
It helps a lot that you have a tuk-tuk. No. So the tuk-tuks started just 12 years ago, and there came a lot of tourists like to. Yeah. So we call it also the city of seven hills, and yeah, of course, like the Romans, you know. But
Your heritage is not the same as the Spaniards.
Yes, we have the Spanish have also the heritage of the Central Celts.
Yes.
By the Iberians, and they have also a little bit of the Lusitanians.
Yes.
But by the rest, we have also the Nordic, who begin to fight to the Muslim. And nowadays, Galicia, which is now part of Spain. And the Galicians, they speak Spanish, which is most common with the Portuguese. They can't understand what Spanish is. So even there is a politician, you know, we have this European Parliament, and every politician can go there and talk something. And there is a Galician politician came to European Parliament, and he wants the translation in Portuguese, not in Spanish, because he understands better. So because our language was formed there in the 4th century, the Roman Empire split it away. It was a time that the people believed that the engineering is not that magical that they think, because the Roman Empire was going down. So the art gets more important, and to understand the whole story gets more important. So that is the shape where the Buddhist language will go. So you see here around, this could be very, very beautiful like they are. That is because of the golden ratio which Marquês de Pombal by the reconstruction of Lisbon take place. And the shady streets where the houses stand. And it's just simple houses, but it makes it very beautiful. That is out the tsunami. Oh, that was after the tsunami. Right? This part, the spider also gets the most strongest hit. So by the earthquake and even by the fire. So now it's in the massage of the cobblestone. Yeah, the titles, what? What is it? What was the case for questions, please?
Do we pay extra for the massage?
Oh yeah. I like to lie, but it's not allowed to do. So now we have here the same elevator from upside which we saw downstairs. Okay. And I think that view is very beautiful. Even the river on the backwards is very, very cute as you see. Now we come on the passage Luis de Camões. Luis de Camões read the books of the captains of the discoveries, and he make belletristic literature out of it. And you see it on our left side, the monument of him, and the people who are around this monument, that are the people who learned from him. So because he was not that rich, but the people who learned from him, they was from important families, and they paid the monument from him. And even today, every school boy and girl have to read this the Lusíadas, which is a book written from him to explain how the Portuguese get his empire and how the discoveries and the heroes take place. figure of a poet here in Lisbon. So that is the recognition how important it is. So the next that you see is the theater of the Trinidades. That's the
Are there any road rules, or you just
what?
is there any road rules?
Right routes?
Road
rules. Oh. Well, sometimes yes. The thing is that if you follow all the rules, you have always to stop. So yeah, this is the problem. If everyone don't take care of the rules, the problem is if the police is there, they give you a ticket for anything, and sometimes they even don't know why. Yeah, because yes, this is very interesting. I have a discussion with a policeman that I can stop there. They even don't know the rules. So, please look on the right side. This one, this is the theater of Trinidad. Also interesting. This pink red house. So,
Trinidad.
the Trinidad, yeah. This is a family name of the family who served the kings for centuries. The next stop, view, not stop, is the Igreja de Carmo. So I mentioned already that we have the tsunami and the earthquake and the fire, and there's only one house they never rebuilt again since then, and that is this church of Carmo.
Portuguese a difficult language to learn?
The most difficult is the pronunciation, I think so. But and then you have to learn even the families of the words, because there's completely different to other languages. So, but I think you can. So there, on my right side is the Igreja de Carmo, which you see here without roof. That was never rebuilt again. So it's the earthquake, and they don't want to, because now we will remember of the earthquake. And next behind, that is now the center of the National Guard. But in the past time, it was the seat of the dictator, Salazar, and it was the end of the revolution. They come here, the army, and said to him to go away, and they go to England. And now you see the protection of the National Guard to remember of the 25th of April, the 25th of April, which is the day of the revolution. And it was last year, it makes 50 years. And all the people go out and have a flower on this road.
So 50 years since the Salazar was overthrown.
You mean the GNR? The National Guard?
No. Dictator.
Dictator.
The dictator was Salazar, yes.
Yes, 50 years ago.
51 now, nearby 51. It was last year, and it was the army. The army want to get rid of it because there was Iranian war in the colonies, and even the army was formed by the normal people. So they started to come all over the country to Lisbon, and there was a woman who wanted to open a second restaurant and get notice that the army comes to stop the dictatorship, and she had flowers for the opening. And then she knows, oh, there's no opening anymore because we have the revolution. And they gave the flowers to the soldiers. The soldiers put the flowers in the guns to show that they don't want to shoot to the people. And that's why is the flower, the 25, the people have flowers on his clothes and singing that song that is played in the radio to coordinate the army troops. So there was in the radio that playing this one music was not very special, but they're singing because it's related to the revolution. Train station of Rossum, and that is made in monolithic style, which is only found in Portugal, and its inspiration is from the Jerónimo of Belém. Jerónimo of Belém is a big church, which is the grounding church of the Portuguese things. But of course the train station is much younger because trains are not that old. The next one is the place of the restauradores. We had the rulership of 60 years of the Spanish kingdom because our king died and without new king. So the following the kingdom to the Spanish for 60 years for two kings. For us is the Philip I to the Philip III. For the Spanish was the Philip II to Philip IV. And there's a monolith, and that is to remember of the re-establishment of our empire. And this mostly remember to the oh man, this guy here. So on the right side is the Hard Rock Cafe. There are some people who like to have a t-shirt from everywhere. Yeah, I want also to try, then I saw the prices and I said, no, they're not. already mentioned that we have a connection to the States because of San Francisco, the bridge and the electrical. But we have also a connection to Australia. And the connection to Australia is the Kingdom of England. Yes, we have still the connection of it.
Yes.
So the oldest relationships between two countries are between the Kingdom of England and Portugal. It is since 1384. So and it's still in force. Means it's, oh boy. Now you get your sweet pastel de nata.
Huh?
Okay, so we are going to the books here.
Get something to eat.
Oh, something to eat. Just what we need.
Yes.
And you are going with probably it's better without it.
Right.
Yeah, because it's
Easier. You like this?
Maybe I can. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pleased I have neither. Wouldn't be very much fun, would it? Yeah. Would be funny. You want me to take a photo of both
okay,
of
my
you?
friends. Can we just approach? Can you approach here, please? Just for a little. Okay, my friends. So over here, please. So we are going to visit a store called Bay Street, just a couple of meters from here. We are going to cross on the traffic lights to the other side and walk for 20 meters into the Bay Street, where we are going to taste this delicious custard tart, locally known as pastéis de nata. It will be about 15-20 minutes. You have a restroom on the interior. And very important, there's a code number to access the restroom, which is 333366. Okay? So, having that in mind, please follow me. And 3366. So we are 12, and please get to be 12. Back to the kids, okay? Otherwise, I will move on. Okay.
Já vamos ficar aqui.
Vai, tchau, até amanhã.
Só para ver se eu consigo. O gajo está lá atrás, meu. O gajo está lá atrás.
sim, sim.
Senão podíamos ter mandados, mas é. Mas não disse nada. Não disse nada, nem olhou. Não disse nada, nem olhou.
Mas já estavas na surpresa. Quando falámos já estavas aí.
É por isso que eu estava a dizer.
Temos que combinar quando o tempo melhorar. Este tempo de chuva está uma chatice, eu já te expliquei. Isto tem que ser feito sem capas. Eu queria que tirasse as capas para fazermos o vídeo, estás a perceber? Não. Porque este tempo está horrível. Abre, chove, um dia está bom, outro dia começa a chover imediatamente, tem que ser uma coisa com calma. Está bem seguro? Está em live?
Sim,
Está a
mas
mandar para o YouTube?
às vezes sim, não sei.
Isto é o quê, pá? Onde é que compraste isto?
No Amazon.
E ali? Este aqui? Ah, este aqui é coisa. Okay. É uma coisa. Eu tenho um aqui, tinha um aqui. Um hotel. Tenho que comprar um hotel, estragou-se. Tenho que montar. Ah, isto é o router. Isto é o quê? O router? De internet?
É bateria.
É powerbank, ok.
O duto está aqui.
Atenção, olha, que eles roubam. Está sempre a controlar, mesmo aqui parado, está sempre a olhar. Olha, aqui está a chover. else here?
We could go to a hotel.
What? Do you want to drive?
Well, that's what I'm...
Oh yeah, but I don't drive because I have people coming right now. But ask this one with the fish on the
Yeah,
side.
I don't-
They do it.
Is she a driver somewhere?
Normally? Oh, this one. This red one. Will come Portugal?
Okay, thank you.
Sorry. Welcome. How it was? Very nice, very nice.
Do you want to get in first? Okay. I'll move Eddie Road so you can get your long legs across. Oh, she needs her own. She wants you to buy her own. Huh? Yeah. She wants you to buy her one.
Thank you very much. First lady normally.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's fine. Oh, service. Thank you very much. No, thank you. Cheryl was talking about.
Bom, então vamos subir a Rua do Ouro. Falei-te já há bocado, não foi?
Sim.
Daqui subir pela Sé, vamos fazer o percurso mais tradicional até Portas do Sol e Senhora do Monte. E paramos na Senhora do Monte.
Tá bem. So,
Joys of wearing glasses. Nancy, you don't wear glasses? Oh, that's right. We talked about that the other day. Yeah, very good idea, isn't it? Yeah. Have you tried them?
I thought you were going to say 152 times.
Yeah, me too. And you've been wearing them for a long time, Nancy. 16. Oh, okay.
Forever.
So you're well and truly used to them. That's right, we talked about that. You can just put your sunglasses on without.
And I was being so smart, and the weather was so hot. I said, I'm in my sunglasses in the cab. Just one last thing to carry.
One less, yeah. They are,
And then the sun,
it comes out.
That's why.
Mine are in here.
That's why. One pair on your face. That's it.
Yeah, his change. I don't have those ones. I use sunglasses. But then I'm going to take these off the
You guys
face.
change. Oh. I know they'll be quiet.
I only just started not very long ago wearing sunglasses, getting them in prescription, and now I'm just happy without when it gets really bright.
I had my cataracts. Please don't forget to put the seat belts.
Oh, seatbelts, yep, I've got mine on.
No, because we're passing now the police, so,
Oh, we're passing the police.
so it's better. They take 200 euros each one, so.
Oh,
And that is not the worst one. They just treat our like children, you know. You know, you are grown up. A little bit like Trump.
yeah, what's sorry? Quite a nice shopping place too. You been
Yes.
shopping here? Oh,
Yes, this street where we was, where begin there in the place where we were.
yeah.
They begin up. This is the expensive street of Lisbon,
Okay.
which is the startling with the street of freedom. So, and the left side is now the monument of Dom Pedro the Fourth, the King Pedro or Peter the Fourth on my left side,
Yes.
and that is who split Portugal with Brazil. Okay. And so he founded. He make Brazil independent, and he said he wants to bury it in Brazil, but he wants also that his heart stay in Portugal. So his heart is buried here in Portugal, and the body is in Brazil.
Oh, wow.
we saw an elevator, also one lift.
Yes.
Looks like a little Trump, right?
Yes.
And the next we will see a lift who's straight up. And it is built 1902 from a Portuguese philosopher who studied philosophy in Porto. And then he make practica in France, and then he studied engineering in Germany. So, and this elevator is powered by water. It means it have a
They always see us.
have a tank.
Sorry.
Don't worry. So, just look on my right side, in between the two houses. There we are.
Oh, wow.
And up, you can even not see behind this this lift is a little bridge to go to uptown, to Bairro Alto. So I said on the beginning, Portugal is very underrated, and you see we have a lot of very beautiful things, special things. So it was powered with water. It means it have a tank who is linked with the lift, and they put water in the tank, and the tank gets heavy and pushes the lift up while the tank goes down. And then when it's down, they let the water out, and the lift comes down again. now in the left side you see the building of the Portuguese National Bank, but it is not anymore the National Bank. There's just a simple bank inside, because the money, the euro, is just printed in 3 sites in Europe, not in every country. So it was not necessary to have that expensive building anymore. So you see it's very beautiful. These are high cones.
So what's Santander mean?
Santander is a Spanish bank.
Smell his orange. He's eating an orange and I can smell it. Don't smell that. So you guys will go to Seville, won't you, on the ship? Go. 3 days there. So you'll sail up. All the oranges. And they said, strawberry, that she said, they're very sour. So don't worry.
3 days in Seville, a day in Paris.
At least you'll get a good look at places. That's what we'll do over the nights, isn't it?
Party animals that we are. We just party, party, party.
Please look on the right side, on my right side. In between the houses you'll see the Arc of Augusta, which leads to the Praça do Comércio. That is the same place that we passed on the other side down, the Praça do Comércio, with José the First. That you found some Lisbon guy in. And if you say, oh, I was in Lisbon, and they will sure you ask you if you saw the Sant Antonio. The Sant Antonio is the holy figure of Lisbon, and it is a guy who makes miracles in Padua, Italy. So he begins to be a monk in Portugal, and then the church sent him to Italy, and then he get his holy degree from the Catholic Church. So, and what is means, you see the Sant Antonio, we have a church called Sant Antonio, we have a figure called Sant Antonio, and we have there on the same place the house where he was born. So, and then you can say, yes, you saw them already. So it takes a few minutes, I will tell you when it appears. So the Sant Antonio will appear in my left side. So the Sant Antonio Church is here directly left. The house where he is born is in the corner, and the figure of Sant Antonio is this one. Look like here on the middle of the great. So normally that is not mentioned from a lot of tuk-tuk drivers, but the next one is very important because this is the first church and the first cathedral of Lisbon. It is founded 1147. That is the Cathedral of Sé, and it is now in front of me, and you will see it on my right side. There we are, the Cathedral of Sé. But I have to say it like honestly, Sé means in Portuguese cathedral. We have a very short name for that kind of church. A cathedral is always the seat of the bishop of a country. Now on my right side, after these trees, you see one of the viewpoints. Because Lisbon is very hilly, there's a lot of places you have a fantastic view. And this one you can have a fantastic view on the harbor. Here's a coffee, you can grab a coffee, just relax. In the evening they play even music, relaxing music. It's very nice place to stay in the evening. But just 20 meters after it is the next one.
I'm gonna stop here and you can reach.
Oh. Okay. There's the next viewpoint, called it Miradores, like the word from miracle. tourism the biggest industry? I think the biggest industry is cork.
Cork.
Yeah, this is what you put on a bottle on the top.
Okay. Cork trees. Have you got cork trees?
Yeah, there's a lot of cork trees inside, and we have three big companies who produce it, and together they have about 70% of the world market.
Australian wines don't have cork anymore.
You haven't?
No, our wines don't have corks in them.
But I think that cork could be also grown in Australia
Oh, could it? Yeah.
because you know, we have one thing was common with Australia.
Yes.
We have a lot of fire in the woods, and the cork is one of the trees who survived the fire, and it is prevented by the cork what's surrounding it. He is stronger than fire. And some people, if you live in the woods, they like to plant corks around of his houses.
Okay, protection.
Protection,
to protect
yes.
from the fires.
But sometimes don't help, so I have to be on. Because when the fire is very extremely, then even the cork don't.
Oh, okay. toboggan down. You're right, you're looking very uncomfortable.
Wouldn't be the right surface for tomorrow.
No.
Cork.
Cork pears. I saw some that I thought looked like cork. Did you buy one? No. When we were up in the near the chairlift, or the what do you call cable car, there was some. Did you go up? I can't remember. I can't remember
With
what
the
it all
Gibraltar.
in Gibraltar. No, not in Gibraltar. The other one. Where do we go on the cable car? Madeira. Yeah. Oh God, I've got to get everything. It's all like a jumbled up mess. Like the guy who does our cabin comes from the Philippines. And not long ago, being in the Philippines, and went to unusual places. He's saying, where are you going? He said, we need to wait, go home for a while, have a look at everything. Yeah, went home long enough to, and he started
You have a stick shift?
I can ride. Oh, in these hills. Oh, no. I have to do hill starts yesterday.
So now we have another stop. But it's very windy now.
Yes.
Really?
Agora.
So sorry, you guys want to go again, so sorry.
That's okay.
But I will tell you about this church.
Yeah.
There's a castle, the St. George, and then I will tell you on the tour. And I will close the windows, not to get rain. So I'm so sorry. So that is side because of the raining gets heavy, but I will tell you everything what is here.
Okay.
Yeah? Not true.
No, we can't get everything, can we? What? Oh, no.
So this little church, there was the first seat when the king arrived. It was the first seat of the first bishop of Lisbon, and it was before was a little mosque for the Muslim to see. A pregnant woman sitting there get a good pregnancy. Our first queen, Maria the First, sitting there, get pregnant, sitting there, get a good pregnancy. So it works. And I'm so sorry that you cannot see this fabulous view from there. And if you was there, would be there, you see that Lisbon is a very colorful city. And it's a very colorful city. And at the time of the dictatorship, it was not allowed to paint the houses other color than white. And then we get freedom, and then we paint it like stupid.
They look good though, all nice different colours.
Yeah, and I'm so sorry that I couldn't see, but it looks really beautiful. And it was the highest point of Lisbon. From there you can see about 300 degrees all over Lisbon, the newer part, the older part, and so yeah.
So what is the population of Lisbon?
Oh, the official population is 500,000.
500,000.
But there's a lot of cities just completely directly linked to Lisbon. And even the other side is not counted Lisbon, but there's so many people living there and work in Lisbon. So if you count the metropole area of Lisbon, then we're talking about 3 million.
Okay.
And it is a lot for Portugal because we have 10 million people.
All up, yeah.
So it means 30%. And if you get a bit further and you count everything between Lisbon and Porto on the seaside, then you will be on 6 million, which is 60% of the population. So the rest of the country is nearby empty.
Okay. It's only a small country, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. But of course, I think logical is that a city is always a place you can have better economics. And of course, the people go to the city to get a better place to live, and that's why city growing. And in the land side there's nothing. And our land side is difficult to cultivate. At least the area where I came from, which is on the border to Spain,
because the land have a lot of big stones inside. So if you want to cultivate it with machines, you have a lot of work to put it. A friend of mine, they bought a piece of land just for cultivating his tomatoes and something he wants for the home. And he took 2 years to put the stones off, and with the stones he make a little house on the land. So now we will come to the second oldest cathedral of Lisbon, and you will see that it's more artful like the sand. So there's more filigrane figures on the wall, and this will be now in my left side, and then we turn to this into here, and then you will be in your right side. Ooh, that holds. So there we are. The second oldest is called São Vicente. São Vicente is also a saint, but a very early one, who make his miracle things in France. And that is a relation to also a part of Portugal, because there was a time about 1307, the Templars flee to Portugal. The Templars was knight monks who protected the ways to the holy sides of Europe, and there was the only monks who had the right to lend money, and the King of France lent a lot of money of them, and then the King of France wanted to be very intelligent and said, oh, there's by the devil, and called the Pope to get off of them, and then they flee to England and Portugal. They fled to Portugal because at the same time the King of Portugal was also a Templar knight. So in our military sign, which is a red cross, is founding in the Templar Knights. So the next one is the National Pantheon. And right now is in my front, but we will go directly in front of. So the National Pantheon was 500 years ago was built or was planned as church too, but it took so long. It took 400 years to build. On the end is now our mausoleum of the people who are right next to our heart. So okay, right now we come to the submarine tours. So here you see the National Pantheon in his hole. So it took 400 years to build, and the people who are next to our heart is of course the fado music, which is a Portuguese traditional music. And when the most important diva, fadista called Amália Rodrigues, died 1999, and the family get permission from the state, the state get permission for the family 2 years later, 2001, and then they took it to here, and that is sent to the TV on live. So that's important when someone gets buried here. But it's not only the father what is next to our heart for us Portuguese, it's also the soccer. And there's even a soccer player who called Eusebio is also buried here. And he lives very long. It was 97 he died. And he born in Mozambique, and at that time when he played, Mozambique was part of Portugal. Mozambique is a country in Africa. So left of us is a piece of modern arts, typical naive, and that shows like a little bit the heart or the soul of the Lisbon people. So the artist said it, but there's also some Paris stuff in between. So why? I don't know. So the streets looking like rivers right now.
I bought 2 sand paintings from in Gambia, and they do the sand paintings, and then I bought 2 of those, so they're in the suitcase. Most of the other stuff's from the kids. I got little soccer. What do you call it? What's his name?
Cristiano
Ronaldo jersey and shorts.
We went to Saudi Arabia or something.
Dubai or Abu Dhabi or something. They're all getting a bit old.
Oh, yeah. So our grandson is kind of missing.
We bought him Messi stuff when I was here. Didn't play soccer. It's got Ronaldo.
Then he's playing basketball. The grand final this weekend. He and his mates have played soccer together and played basketball together.
For the first time, and they end up getting into the grand final. Thank you.
A message from by his mother from our 4-year-old grandson. Said that he would like to make grandma a cake with.
No, he thought grandma would buy.
Please look on the right side. There's a little modern art on the corner. Thank you.
Oh, yes. M&M's and monster trucks on it.
Hot Wheels.
No, it was monster trucks. Oh, well, Hot Wheels, whatever. So I answered her and I said, I said, tell me that Grandma would love that cake. But I think that sounds like what Ruben would like for himself.
So this is the other group who comes from the other side, on the left side.
Oh,
When you see.
oh yeah. Appalling. Look at that. Pina coladas. generation after another. So I might get a cake with the kids.
I was going to say, looks like we're trying to do it right.
It was like that for us yesterday. We were away just a little, and it wasn't raining the whole time we were there. It started to rain, and then we got up and gave the ship, and it was pouring.
You like Sydney?
Well, we never really saw much, did we? It was silly. We did it Seville on your own, and we must have accidentally, I reckon we accidentally looked back. Because that didn't sound like us. We'd rather go on something, somebody to tell us what's happening.
There's obviously like large groups and I think what's next week? World School.
Expo. Johnny We'll leave it at the hotel, I think. They just do a hop on bus for the day, you know, and just rent like a car. Or, oh, some sometimes some places we did that last time, didn't we? Where was that? Somewhere.
Might have been the motor table.
So there's the bridge, didn't they? I can see, you know, the one that looks like San Francisco. It's a fair way around, fair way. So you can see the ship.
T like Tom,
Yep.
Z like zebra,
Yep.
and ETT.net.
That's ATT.net. RBTZ@ATT.net. And we're in the cable car. Was it the cable car? Yes. Yes. And it's the same if you ever come to Australia, you'll have my email address then. If we're home, of course, and you're a bit the same way if you're home.
You get home.
Because you're going to Philadelphia, aren't you?
We get home April 2nd, and then the next day we drive to Philadelphia.
See, I mean, that's a special one, yes. That's a special one. No. Yes. No. We don't miss our birthdays. Occasionally we've had to do it a few days earlier, but we'll buy a cake and do our own little birthday.
Who's party?
Very good reason to get off the cruise ship and go home. Well, we're doing the same. We're only got home for 10. I think we're home for 10 days, and then we take the caravan up. We meet the kids, and they caravan with us for a week. He doesn't quite have fun. But he is aware, yeah. Getting a bit slower. My mother is 98 and she is sharp and sharp. Too sharp sometimes. She runs rings around the rest of us. Oh, here we are. Lucky we got our jackets on.
So, sorry for the bad weather.
That's okay. I asked you where you got. No. Don't scratch your leg, Nancy. You sure?
Thank you. Was, I have a lot of fun with you. Very, very great. So I nearby to make a submarine tour. So yeah, not raining, not more. Thank you, man. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye. Good. Stop it. There we go. Agora vamos para o outro, não.
Aqui está a fazer o... Tá bom. Mas a gente espera arquitetos,
Sim, sim, agora normalmente tem um segundo smartphone, não estava vazio, então eu podia ver que eles estavam a subir. Então para responder diretamente agora. Mas quer dizer, essa coisa estou cada vez a melhor, porque a técnica é muito técnica funcionável, não é já melhor, tudo a luta mais barato, já tem um muito mais barato, a câmara custa 500. Então tem mais um smartphone, no caso é uma velho, né? Precisa agora uma bateria extra, porque está sempre ligado. Sim, mas também. Isso também tem uma ligação com a outra. E faz-me agora aqui é um cabo da para estar sempre carregado. Então, cada vez é melhor. Ao fim do exame, você não mostra e vai ver o outro. Sim, sim, normalmente era mais fácil, né? Tem para não ser.
não sei muito, mas há um conteúdo que tem painel solar. Eu não sei como é que eu gosto do painel solar, mas já ouvi. Se calhar só para carregar
Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Bye. If you could put it when you're in bed, do it when you're in bed, otherwise you're not going to get very well. So, okay. Agora eu vou
uma grade agora.
Eu tenho novas baterias, são 50 km até hoje, 30 e tal.
Eu tinha mais 15 km para fazer, que é para fazer a rodagem, se calhar vou dar uma voltinha.
Vai perdoar?
Eu estava a pensar, pode ser que eu dê para mim.
Agora quando está a subir aqui, então deve Patate. Patate.
High quality. Zie. Dat is die van. Ah, Corsica.